Good morning, everybody. Today we have gotten our breakfast and we have some very exciting activities, I guess, planned for you. So today we are going to start by doing a walk through the ferry stream here. It's actually like very close to where we are staying. It's only like maybe a minute or two walk, so we're just gonna walk over there here right away. We're gonna go through there, and then after we're gonna hop on a scooter that we have rented, and we are gonna drive over to the red sand dunes to do some sandboarding and see what that looks like over there.
Okay, so the first thing that we're doing today is going to what's called the ferry stream. The path takes you right down to the stream, and I think you just walk upstream like in the river the whole time. There's not really any like markings apart from the gate that says gate to the ferry stream, so I think we're just gonna walk and see what we can find.
So the ferry stream, the idea of it is you walk up the river, or I guess up the stream. There's cool different like kind of land forms, I guess, so there's little spikes and sand faces and stuff like that, and then at the end of it there is a little waterfall as well. I've heard that it takes about 20 minutes each direction, so about 40 minutes in total. I think it's about a kilometer-ish. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, initial reaction, this is pretty cool. It's just like a water hike, basically. Like you're just walking through a stream of sand with a bunch of other people. To be honest, there's a lot of garbage on the sides. I think it's just from like the large amount of people that have gone through this stream. But other than that, it's pretty cool, and it's honestly quite refreshing on the feet. So we've only walked about 200 meters into the ferry stream so far, and it's already been lined with like restaurants and souvenir shops and stuff like that. They've also made it like a little bit touristy, but it's completely free. So yeah, it's pretty cool so far.
This is fun. So I feel like everyone we pass has been like super friendly, like chatting with us. And one of the nice gentlemen was saying that when you reach a sand hill, you should go up it and look from the top. I think this is what he's talking about, so I think we're gonna go up. I see lots of footprints and shoe prints, so I think it's pretty well trafficked. It's so weird because coming down from like the red sand to the white part, I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be like hard stone, we should probably be careful, but it's also sand. It's so weird because it looks like hard rock structures, kind of like a limestone.
It looks like it's gonna almost be like sharp.
Yeah, but it's all sand. It's so cool to see.
So crazy. We've been walking for like at least half an hour or so. I don't know exactly how far we've walked, but it feels very random that there's a full-on restaurant here. We could just stop and just have lunch halfway up the ferry stream if we wanted.
I dropped my phone in the river. It's turning on and it's fine, and I got it right away. But it was fully submerged in water. So we'll see. I don't have a rice bag to put it in. So I'm hoping that the sun just dries it all. Oh, it's so sad.
Okay, we made it to the waterfall. It was probably about 40 minutes rather than 20. Honestly, that's okay. We were taking a lot of photos and videos, and it was a beautiful walk, so, and definitely worth it. This waterfall is absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, I will say now that we're getting to the front, we've kind of noticed during this, in this one certain area that's really close to our accommodation and it's kind of right at the base entrance of the ferry stream, there's a very strong dog food smell, which is very specific, but the town that we went to high school in had a dog food factory, and depending on which way the wind was going, you got big wafts of it throughout the town, and it smells the exact same, so it's like a little bit off-putting. I don't know if it's like a certain time of the year or something, or if there is a dog food place around here. I think the smell and like the brown water as opposed to like blue or clear water is just like a little interesting together, but we promise it does go away the further you get. And it's just in this one little area.
It's like the first like maybe 100 meters of the...
Like really not that bad, but it's very strong.
Yeah.
And just like that, we're back. So I think it actually did only take like 20 minutes to get back. We were absolutely cruising though on the way there. You're walking a little bit slower, you're looking at everything around you, you're taking pictures, taking videos, and I think it took us probably closer to like 40 minutes to get there and then 20 minutes to get back. So I'd say it's been about an hour, which is such a nice length of time. Picked up 2 juices right from the entrance, $1 each.
Big thanks to Mui Ne motorbike rentals for the scooter for the next couple of days. It's gonna be awesome to explore this area on the scooter.
Back to the right side of the road, not the left anymore.
It's a really nice change actually, very similar. It's the exact same as what we have at home, so it feels nice.
Okay, we found our lunch spot and Graham and I both got a beef pho, so a beef noodle bowl. And I will just let you guys know because we were saying it incorrectly. T, our wonderful food tour guide, let us know that you need to kind of go at the end instead of saying pho. Instead of saying pho like we were before, because pho means something very bad and pho is the actual like noodle bowl that you're trying to order. So she laughed when I said it the first time. But anyways, this smells amazing. I'm a person who loves cilantro, and it's in all of the noodle bowls that we've had so far, and it just gives it such a nice flavor. I'm not the greatest at chopsticks. Wow, that's delicious. The flavors of the broth are really, really good. It's really hot outside and this is very hot, so I'm just gonna be a sweaty mess by the time we finish it, but it's delicious.
So each of our noodle bowls was 39,000. Robin will put a little thing right here. Boop. And then each of our drinks, Robin got a Coke, that was 19,000. And I got a beer, mine was 15. Hard to beat that, especially when it tastes this good. Overall, I'm loving Vietnam and the food and the prices, just unbeatable. We're gonna hop back on the scooter, drive a little bit to the red sand dunes and try some sandboarding. Okay, we've made it to the red sand dunes. It is really big and really cool, honestly. Well, from across the street at least, it looks really big and really cool. We are going to walk over to some of the nice ladies sitting over there in the grass, or in the sand, I guess, and see if we can rent a sandboard. We've heard that they rent for about 50,000 dong for the day. I think that's what I've heard. So we're gonna go and check it out and see if we can get ourselves a sandboard.
Come on.
This seems like a common theme.
Graham Forrester.
Whoops. We got ourselves a sandboard. It was only 50,000, so that's kind of what I read online. So I walked up and immediately offered it, and she said, okay, so cool. We're gonna go give us a try. Hopefully not hurt ourselves.
This honestly feels so random. Like we're right by the ocean, but also like just right off of the main highway or the main road along the coast here. Kind of feels like a desert when you, especially if you look off behind me and you kind of don't take into account all of the buildings and the ocean and everything. It looks like we're in a desert. It's really cool. Okay, so a little update from you guys. As soon as we started walking out here, there's 3 locals that came up to us and were like being really handsy. They were very nice, but they were definitely being very handsy. Let me take your board, let me take your camera, let me take your GoPro.
Let me hold your camera in your bag. No thanks.
And you know, Graham and I aren't super confrontational. This is definitely the first time people have been this pushy. Like it wasn't a mean aggressive. It was, but it was a nice aggressive. Like it was definitely very hands-on. Very, let me take your board. Let me show you where to go. Yeah. Let me put you on your board and send you down. And of course, they all want a tip after. And you know, we were trying our best to be like, no, we want to do it by ourselves. We want to do it by ourselves. We're okay. We're okay. Mm-hmm. And they wouldn't really leave us alone. Two of the guys left when they realized that we were going one at a time and I wasn't giving them any of our cameras. But the one girl, like, she kept taking the board from us, putting us on, sending us down. And when we're like, okay, no, like, we don't want to do this. We want to do it by ourselves. She asked for a tip because she was tired because she sent us down. And unfortunately, Graham and I don't have any small change right now. We had a 500,000 dong and a 100,000 dong. So... definitely we weren't going to give her that.
Kept asking for the 100 and...
Yeah.
Nope.
So anyways, I think she'll be waiting for us back at our bike so that she can get smaller change. So it definitely took away from the experience. Graham and I aren't super familiar with like people who are that hands-on, and then, you know, anyways, it just turned into a little bit of a different experience than what we thought it was. It's a beautiful location. I think the sandboarding is overrated. I would come here to just like
explore
and walk around, or lots of people come here for sunset, so I would suggest that. Honestly, it was just the sandboarding that kind of turned into a not so great situation for us, so that's unfortunate. But
yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. I had heard that we could go sandboarding and I instantly got really excited because I like kind of doing things like that, and I don't know, it just kind of turned into a not pleasant experience. So
yeah, which is too bad. And we try not to be super negative on here, but like
we do want to be truthful.
But there is going to be a lot of people, especially because we are the only tourists here right now.
Yeah, that probably doesn't help that we are the only 2 people
fully circled us as soon as we got here. So I think we're just going to enjoy this view for a little bit, but then have to make a game plan for going back because they're going to be right there. So
yeah. Anyways, we'll keep you updated and see how the rest of this goes.
Okay, we're determined to make this experience into a good experience. So we're going to do it ourselves, and we're not leaving until we have fun.
Okay, I think we've redeemed this situation a little bit. Robin and I, now that we're just on our own, doing our own thing, are having a lot of fun riding this thing up and down the hill. But we've both gone up and down it quite a number of times. We're both a little bit tired and hot. It's like literally just in the direct sunlight. So we're gonna go give this back. I guess we'll find some change to tip that lady, because I think that's just a better out in the situation than running away or not giving her a tip, I guess. So we're gonna hop back on our scooter, give her a tip, get back to our place, and probably hop in the pool. Okay, we've made the switch. We're back on the scooter. Robin is now behind the wheel, and I'm riding passenger. The best part after a long day. Okay, so after the pool, Robin and I watched the sunset, hung out in our room a little bit, and now we are going to take the scooter over to the Dawn View food court and see what we can find there. This is a really cool little spot. There's like a big hut in the middle and then a whole bunch of options for food kind of around the whole area. Overall prices were pretty good. They may be a little bit more expensive than what, like if you go to a more local restaurant, but like Robin and I got a Thai green curry and some spring rolls to start, and it was 158,000 dong, which to be honest is pretty reasonable. So yeah, I think it's gonna be really good. This place is really cool. Okay, sorry, one more thing as I shuffle our cards. This food court is not in the most like accessible area, I would say. Yes, all of like the places to stay in this kind of general bay area are either in Mui Ne, which is on the far side of our accommodation, thank you, or in Phan Thiet, which is on that side. And so these are the two places. This is where we are. I have found at least that it's best to stay kind of in this area and then get a scooter and go one way or the other to be able to see the whole area of Phan Thiet, Mui Ne, and Ham Tien in the middle.
So, if you do want a scooter, make sure that you rent from Motorbike Rental Mui Ne because they're awesome. Okay, so we finished supper. It was delicious, 10 out of 10, like usual. But we are quite under budget for this location. And since we're in the main area, there's lots of spas around. So I think I'm gonna go get a massage and Graham's gonna go home. But, okay, for all of you who don't know Graham, he doesn't like massages. So it's not like I'm saying I get one, you don't get one. It's I get one and he doesn't want one, so.
It's actually true. I hate when people like touch my shoulders and anything like that. So I'm perfectly okay with this. I get to go home, lay in a cold room, just be quiet for a little while. I don't mind that at all.
Okay, I am back. That was wonderful. It was so great. I got the what's called the sports massage, and it said that it was a mix of Thai massage as well as like a regular oil body massage. Usually, you know, they give you some kind of oil, and sometimes it's like it smells really nice, maybe like lavender or something. They put it on and it was Tiger Balm or something that was like Tiger Balm or A535. That's stuff that you put on your body that like heats up, so it's really good for like relaxing muscles, and that's what they put on my entire body. That's what they use as the oil, and it was just like so nice. My body was on fire, but the AC was also hitting me at the same time, cooling me down. It was wonderful. She absolutely dug into my shoulders to get all of my knots out. I just feel like 10 out of 10 right now. It was great, and it was 250,000 dong, which is around like $14 Canadian or something like that. So worth it. Loved it. It was great. I feel fantastic right now. So this day, honestly, our first day in Mui Ne has been so wonderful. The ferry stream was so cool to see. The sand dunes would have also been like really good, I think. We always try and give people like the benefit of doubt, so like it seemed like they were just trying to help us like take our sandboards to where people usually go down, and then it kind of just turned into a not so fun situation, but like it is what it is and it happens, and really like our money goes a lot further here, So like you don't know people's situation, so
Looking back at it, it's not a big issue. I felt most uncomfortable was just like the like touching and like
just not used to people being so in our space.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not good at saying no.
and neither of us like confrontation.
Neither of us like confrontation or saying no, so I think we're gonna have to get a little bit better. I did in the end. He saw that we were still, the two guys had left and it was just the girl that was there, but the guys saw that we were still sandboarding by ourselves at the end and they're like, oh, like we'll come to you. I was like, no, do not come here. No, we're good.
Yeah.
So we'll get better. And honestly, like we still, after they had left, we still had fun.
Yeah, we had a ton of fun.
Yeah, it was crazy that there was like those types of sand dunes where we are. It just like felt like you were in a completely different area.
Yeah. Tomorrow we are going to hop back on the scooter and explore a little bit more.
So we hope you enjoyed this video and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Zoom.
You didn't go very far
I
either.
literally, as soon as I started going, I just felt my butt start plowing into the sand.
You should have put it closer to the edge.
Robin's busy just passing all the locals. She's absolutely flying on this thing.
I'm not flying.
I'm a little bit better to use my chopsticks than Robin. Check this out.
Are you kidding me?
Looks pretty smooth. You just picked your nose on camera. How does it feel?
Good. I went like this. Watch your back.